Hey guys, David here. And it's been a little while since I've made a video for you guys. Just wanted to give you guys an update and let you know I am back. I didn't really go anywhere, but I did go out and I started a supplement company, and I also went active in real estate. So I started, as a real estate agent. So now I'm out here selling houses. I didn't have as much time to make these videos while I was establishing that business. Now that I do have some systems in place to help me out with that business and help me out with my supplement company, I'm back to make videos for you guys. Um, and I'm back to show you guys what it is that you guys have been missing. I've been looking around. I've been, answering questions on, this channel and my email and everything. And I noticed that while I've been gone, there have been some people who have come out and given you guys some false information. So let's go ahead and clear a lot of that stuff up in the next little while with these new videos that I'm making. I'm going to go over some really cool stuff that's been going on. And I hope all this stuff helps you out. Right? The reason why I make these videos is to not only, give a documentation of what it is that I've done, but more importantly, it's to show you guys what it is that you guys can do and how it is that you guys can achieve the things it is that you want to achieve in your life through running an online business. So let's get started. Um, I've set this up for the 6th through the 12th because that's the last week. But I think most of this happened within a couple of days, really. We can go over the days or whatever. But we've got 17 conversions and roughly $2,000 that have come in. Let's go over the time frame real quick. So this is the 12th, 12th, 11th, and I'm looking over here right at this date because these are the date that they come in. So yeah, that's what I thought. So about 8, 9, 10, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So about 4 days. So it took about 4 days to make $2,000. For most of you guys out there, $2,000 a month would be good, right? For the guys out there who are watching this who are making minimum wage like I was making $17,000 a year, right? We had $17,000 a year. What it is that I first got started doing, it was really easy to quit my job because I wasn't making much money. And that's the gift and the curse, right? Curse is you're not making a lot of money. The gift is it doesn't take a whole lot to start a business that gets you out of your job. You guys who are established, right? So you guys who have a mortgage and kids and a dog and responsibilities or whatever, it's going to take a little bit more. But uh, you know, I haven't met one of my coaching students. Even the higher echelon, I do have some. I have had some doctors, lawyers, chiropractors, nurses, that type of situation. I've had those people come through my coaching program, and even those guys, right? $2,000 every 4 days would solve all of their problems. They didn't have that many problems that 2 grand every 4 days wouldn't solve, or get rid of their problems enough to where they could actually leave what it is that they were doing if they wanted to, right? So let's just go over it. How I got here, how this money was made. So first off, I used to do a lot of marketing and advertising on my own, as you guys know. That's how my channel was built. That's what the higher price, the more money consultants have actually paid me and flown me around the world to actually teach them how to do that, right? So outside of that and what I used to do, I'm doing something else, right? I can't spend the amount of time marketing and advertising on my own just because I have to go out and sell houses now. I have to go out and show houses, and that takes up time, right? I have to get on the phone for that. I have to do a whole bunch of stuff for that I haven't had a chance to outsource yet. So that takes up my time, and I can't do, 7 to 14, 15,000 postcards a week and manually stamp and mail those out, right? Like I was before, and you can check those other videos, right? But I can do what it is that I'm doing now, right? And what you see over here is we sell good traffic. We sell good traffic I'm going to make a video about, but that's Matt's program where you can just go out and buy the buyers. What does that mean? It means that these 4410s, normally I would send out postcards or solo ads or a little bit of Facebook, and I would go out and I would acquire those customers, right? It would cost me in between 100 and say 220 bucks ish or 200 bucks to acquire those customers, right? So, excuse me, I've got a little thing going on. Give me 1 second. don't know what that was, like a little tickle in my throat. All right, so I would go out and I'd spend that amount of money and I'd go acquire a customer and then I'd wait for them to upgrade. Now, I know what you're thinking already. Some of you guys who are not familiar with marketing and advertising, some of you guys who don't understand how this works, would you spend $300 to make $44? Sounds crazy, right? No, you wouldn't do that. But would you spend $300 to make $1,250? The answer is yes, and everyone would do that, right? But the thing is, the sequence of events is they'd come in at 44 and then they upgrade through the line. So if you don't spend the 300 to get them for 44, you'll never spend the 300 to get them for 1,250. Does that make sense? So with We Sell Good Traffic, just like, oh, excuse me, almost fell there. Just like everything else, I do recommend that you guys are positioned the best way that you guys can position. And the reason is with Mobe, and you come in, say at the the 21 step, or you come in at the the $49 level, you can only make those $49 and $44 commissions, or the $49 that pays $44. You can't make titaniums, you can't make platinums, you can't make diamonds, you can't make this is a silver masterclass or the gold masterclass. You can't make those commissions. You can only make what it is that you've paid for. This is pay to play. So when you come in and you say, hey, I'm going to upgrade, I'm going to use this money to upgrade, it's never going to happen. How many 44s do you have to sell to upgrade to MLR, or upgrade to titanium, upgrade to platinum, upgrade to diamond, right? It's never going to happen. So what it is that you need to do is position yourself the best way you can before you start marketing so that you can at least make that money. And in my experience, what I found is that going to the Silver Masterclass, or the Gold Masterclass, and being able to make those $1,250 commissions, at least $1,000, greatly increases your chance for success, because if you go out and you make some $44 sales, you get that 4410, that's awesome, but you get the potential to make those $1,250 commissions. And those 1,250s add up, and that's where a lot of the bulk of your money is going to come from, in my experience. Now, my highest day here is $19,000 in one day. That's $19,000 in one day. Highest month is $35,000. So I'm not the highest earner inside of Mobe by any means, but that's still pretty good. If you guys had an extra $19,000 watching this video, would your life be different? Could you quit your job? I was making $17,000 a year. I made more in one day than I've made in an entire year of working, right? So there's that. So when you come in, upgrade to wherever it is that you want to upgrade, that you can afford to upgrade and still have upgrading money. When you do that, you're going to go over here to We Sell Good Traffic, and like I said, I'm going to make a video about that. And then you just pay them for as many buyers it is that you want. Right here, what I'm showing you is about 15 buyers at the $44 level. And one upgrade out of the 15, but this is not our complete order, right? So like I buy the highest packages, so there's a lot more buyers coming from the packages that I purchased. So there should be a lot more of these 4410s, and there will be a lot more upgrades here coming pretty soon. So we got about 15 of these upgrades here. We got one monthly paid affiliate. That's the money it is that you have to pay to be an affiliate. I think that's around $19. I don't make anything off of that. That's for your training and marketing material. That's for your video sales letter. That's for your commission back office. That's for your just your marketing stuff, your banner ads, and all the stuff it is that you get with Mobe to go out and promote the things it is that you need. And those things are very important, right? You guys wonder how it is that I don't talk to people before they buy. This is how. I use the marketing material, or I use We Sell Good Traffic, and it doesn't require me to talk to somebody who's thinking about spending $44. A lot of times when people watch these videos and they message me and they say, hey, can we get on the phone? I say no. And it's not to be rude or mean or anything, but I'm in the back in my salon that I own, in the building it is that I'm purchasing. Like I said, I own a supplement company, and I'm an active real estate agent. I'm busy, right? So like, if some of you guys who are out there aren't as busy, maybe it is that you want to take a phone call and you want to get on and stuff, I still caution you against it. The reason is, in Mobe's marketing material, in the video sales letter, in the follow-up emails and all of that stuff, they talk about the phone sales team making those sales for you. You are a liar if you pick up the phone and you start selling your own stuff and you try to tell them that they're not going to sell their own stuff. That sends the wrong message. It sends a message of, well, this guy said I don't have to hop on the phone, but here he is talking to me trying to sell me this $44. Maybe this isn't what it is that I thought it was, or maybe this program isn't as good. Maybe they don't have people making these sales. I want to tell you this very, 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 very clearly. My highest month here was $19,000. I never talked to the person. I think it was like two buyers who bought up and equaled $19,000. I never talked to them before they spent that money. Not once. I have never talked to these people. I'm in the position right now where I'm setting up my emails and I'm going to send them out some emails and give them all of the information, the same information I send to everybody who joins me and stuff. But I haven't talked to these people yet. And you know what? They bought. They've already made a decision to buy. They've already made a decision to join the business. They've already made a decision to upgrade, right? This guy's already upgraded. I haven't talked to him. Why is it that you guys feel that you need to talk to people and it's counterproductive? Your job as a business owner in one of these businesses is to go stack this. Go out and put buyers in. Whether you do it with We Sell Good Traffic, you do it with solo ads, you do it with postcards, you do it with Facebook, your job in this business is to go out and do the business. It's not to handhold or try to convince people to do something inside of the business. It's not to try to, sell the business or anything else. There is a separate system inside of Mobe that's called TTI. In TTI, you make all your own commissions. You can set up your own phone center and do all that stuff. But most of you guys are very, very far away from that, right? You guys should just be focusing on doing this. Just go out and get some of these. Some of you guys have never made any sales and made any money online. One, you're probably in the wrong business. Two, you probably don't have the right person it is as far as the sponsor goes. But three, and most importantly, you're focused on all of the things inside of the business that don't make you any money. Your website, getting business cards made, chasing your friends and family and telling them how great this business is, posting 75 different things on your Facebook page. None of that stuff really works. I didn't do any of that to make $19,011.15 in 4 days. I didn't do any of that stuff. And the commissions that I made in the past, I didn't do any of that stuff. And the people who are making large amounts of money in these businesses aren't doing any of that stuff. You learn marketing, you learn advertising, you go out there and you do those things, market and advertise, and that's it. That's it. You don't have to convince anybody. You don't have to persuade anybody. You don't have to hop on the phone with anybody. You don't have to do that stuff. And if you're following someone who's teaching you to do that stuff, you're in for it, right? If they're telling you got to get on the phone and you got to talk to people and you don't. You absolutely do not. And I highly recommend that you guys don't do it. Because if you haven't made any sales, what are you going to tell them when they ask the all-important question? How are you doing in this business? How many sales have you made? How much money have you made? And the first thing is don't answer that. Don't overcome any objections. Talk about your team. And I could go on and on about what it is that you do to try to work around that. But the easiest thing is don't find yourself in that position, right? If someone is going through training material and they're watching the video sales letter and they're watching all this other stuff, Matt inside of Mobe is giving them all of this information. The company has made, I think it's almost $100 million. Matt's giving out that information. They're not going to ask you how much money it is if you've made. If you see Matt has paid out like 60 or almost $60 million in commissions, they're not going to ask that. There's no place for them to ask that. You're not on the phone. They're watching a video. So let them watch the video. Let the video sales letter sell them. Don't get on an email and try to talk to them and you're shooting yourself in the foot. Just let the follow-up sequence it is that you write as far as the emails go or that you get with Mobe or, however you're following up with people, let that do it. Don't go out there and try to sell this stuff. So, hope this video helped you out. Please comment below if you have any questions. Like the video if you like the video. Subscribe to the channel because I'm going to be going over some awesome stuff and expelling some of these myths that these people who are not making $1,900 in 4 days are telling you to do, and they're broke. So I hope this video helped you out, and I will be making a video on We Sell Good Traffic. If you are looking to make these $44 sales, these $1,250 sales, go ahead and click the link below and actually get started. We can converse. We can talk about everything it is that you need to do. Once you get into a level and a position it is that I think that you can do what it is that you need to be doing anyway. So hope that video helped you out. Again,